Hi, it's Glenn, and today we're looking at Hikvision's AcuSense Live-Guard solution. So in 2020, Hikvision released the Generation 2 AcuSense camera. And boy, we were really impressed by this camera. In fact, we've been installing them non-stop since its release. Now, you may recall this camera. This is the one that is an all-in-one solution. It combines up to a 4K resolution camera. It's got the built-in AI chip, and by that it's got the ability to actually filter out motion and only show you events that were triggered by either human or vehicle. So that in itself is just brilliant. But then it also has a range of active deterrence features. It's got a built-in strobe light, so that can flash if it detects a person, and also a built-in speaker which can play pre-recorded audio announcements or a siren sound. Add to this the built-in microphone and it gives you the ability to have two-way audio. So this makes the camera even perfect for front door situations. It can almost replicate an intercom type setup without the need for someone to actually push the button, because the AI chip reliably picks up human activity and obviously notifies you on your smartphone. You can see who's there and then engage in the two-way audio as required. Now, at my place, I've got it set up so that as a visitor arrives, it plays a little welcome message. It says, please notice that the area is under surveillance. Now, obviously, if it's a legitimate visitor, they'll say, cool, okay, that's a nice camera. But if it's someone that's up to no good, it's going to be enough to deter them so that, we don't have an issue. They'll see that we've got a reasonable security setup, do an about face and get the heck out of there. Now, these audio messages and this active deterrence works really, really well, but of course, you don't want that on all the time. And this was one of the things that we noticed, because I installed them in my own place, and as I said, out the front, it's fine, I don't mind that being on all the time. But I've also included other areas like, the pool area and the alfresco area. And of course, if we're using those areas in our downtime, we don't want it to constantly be blurting out messages or flashing strobe lights. That would become exceptionally annoying. So what Hikvision have done is they've in essence released a new firmware. It's called the Live-Guard firmware, and what that has done is given you the ability to arm and disarm your AcuSense cameras now, like you would with an alarm system. You've got the ability via the Hik-Connect app to configure your cameras into up to 4 different areas. So you might have your front camera set as one area, you may have a couple of cameras in the backyard and have that set as another area, and via the Hik-Connect app you've got a little symbol now that is next to the NVR. If you click that, it will show you all of the available areas and give you the ability to arm and disarm not only a group of cameras via the area, but also individual cameras. So, if you're out there having a barbie, you might still want the front door one to be on and playing alerts and sending you notifications to your phone, but you might want the one that's covering the barbecue area off. You can now do that thanks to the Live-Guard firmware, which is just a simple upgrade that we can do for you on any of your Hikvision AcuSense cameras. Now, just bear in mind that the Live-Guard solution is available for the AcuSense range. At this moment, it is these cameras that are covered. As they release new models, obviously this list will increase, but at this stage it's just these models that it refers to. It doesn't work on, say, your color view cameras or any of your standard 4K cameras. It's just the AcuSense range. You also need to upgrade the firmware on the NVR, and at this stage it's just these NVRs that are covered. And once you've done that, the app will just literally upgrade and you'll just suddenly have more options that you can choose from as far as arming and disarming. So that's the Live-Guard solution. The next thing that they've done is they've given us the ability to link that, to make it even more simple, to link that to your AX Pro alarm. So to do that, you need one of these relay modules. Now with a relay module fitted to your NVR, we can program it so that each time you arm your AX Pro alarm, it will also arm up all of your AcuSense cameras. So you can actually end up with the ultimate security solution here. You've got the AX Pro protecting the inside of your house, And then you've got your AcuSense cameras protecting the perimeter of your house. So now you've got the ability to get a notification before someone breaks in, and the cameras aren't just recording, you're actually going to get that notification, and you've got the ability to turn those messages on or off, the flashing light on or off, and get the notifications on or off just by simply arming or disarming your AX Pro alarm. If that makes sense, that's all well and good. If it doesn't, reach out to us here in the office and we will explain that in a little bit more detail. But I will give you an example right now in our demo room just to shed a bit of light on how we're actually using this and how we can set it up so that it's nice and easy for you. Because the common thing that we get when we're installing, especially people that are getting on a little bit in age, is it's got to be simple. So as much as an app is pretty simple to most of us, some of us that's still quite hard to get our head around. So the ability to link it in so that you just simply arm up your alarm and then they're on, or disarm your alarm and then they're off, makes things nice and easy. When we're looking at this demonstration downstairs, you can see that in its default state, now we'll add that when the system is disarmed, these cameras are still recording. You've just turned off the active deterrence features. So you've turned off the strobe light, you've turned off the audible messages, and you've turned off the notifications. So you're not going to be constantly bombarded when there's movement in front of the cameras, but they are still recording. So right now, me walking in front is being recorded. But then when I arm up the AX Pro, so I've set it up in this real simplistic way, I'm just doing it from the key fob. So I arm up the system, and now the active deterrence features are on. So it's still recording, but now as I walk in front of the camera, you will see the strobe light goes off and it plays the pre-recorded message, and I get the alert on my smartphone. Can't really get much more simple than that. If you'd like more about the AX Pro or the AcuSense cameras, just reach out to us here in the office. We're more than happy to help you. Remember to subscribe, because we are going to show you how to set these things up. So you'll get the notification if you press the bell icon and you are subscribed to the channel. And so you'll be able to serve yourself to give your system the best chance of acting like it does in these videos. So thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.